Okay. Okay, so this is Pokémon SoulSilver Any Manipless. Okay, while we go through the intro, any percent means that the goal of this run is to complete the game as fast as possible and that the use of glitches is allowed. But I will talk later about the glitches. Manipless instead is to differentiate it from the main category, which is just 10%. Because the main category uses a fair amount of RNG manipulation, which includes the frame perfect trick, like here at the start of the game, to get a number of things, the most important of which is probably a win at the lottery ID in Golden City, so that you get a Master Ball early in the game, which you use to catch Raikou. And then use it as the main for the rest of the run. And it also the main category also manipulates encounters, Pokerus, and most notably the last two fights, which are blue and red. But none of that is allowed in Manipless. We can't get Raikou, we can't manipulate the fights, and this is, in my opinion, one of the reasons why this category is interesting, because it's not just an inferior version of the main one, the main category. It's just a completely different route. Okay, well, the start is actually an inferior version because we still pick Cyndaquil, but its IDs and nature are obviously not manipulated. Got a boy, a girl would be slightly better. However, every Cyndaquil can do its job, so we don't have to check its stats or reset for them. So as I said, I will talk about glitches later, but I can maybe anticipate that we will skip, thanks to the glitches, large portions of the Johto and Kanto parts of the game. In particular, we won't get most of Johto medals, and we will only get 1 out of the 8 Kanto medals, badges, I should say, sorry. Gym badges. However, the glitches will not help us in fight, in battle, so that's one other reason why I think this category is very cool, because you still have to beat the most difficult trainers. So there's a nice balance between glitches and normal gameplay, in my opinion. Okay, so as I said, encounters are obviously not manipulated, so we will get... I turn framed. We will get some encounters, and we kill one of them just because it helps reaching levels 7, 10, and 14 faster. One Pokemon earlier. Each of them is helpful very slightly. So the glitchless counterpart of Hard Gold SoulSilver Manipless is more popular than this category, and in a sense this route is comparable to what you do in glitchless up to a certain point, but then it diverges quite a bit. So I can maybe anticipate that we will use Cyndaquil and its evolution Quillawa for the first more or less 45 minutes. Then we will switch to Spearow and Fearow, Kenya in particular. And then we will catch the level 50 Magikarp. But we will get to that later. So, in this game, there are several modifiers to the encounter rate. One of them is that running instead of walking into the grass increases the encounter rate. So even though we just got running shoes, we still walk into the grass because it's statistically worth it. So one other modifier is that after an encounter, or when you enter a new area, you can't get a new encounter in the first 3 RNG checks. So that's why after the Kakuna encounter, I actually ran for 3 tiles into the grass, because I couldn't got an encounter there. And third modifier of the encounter rate is the so-called opposite direction counter. So basically in the game there is a counter that increases by 1 every time you move in a direction which is opposite to what you are facing. And the counter is reset after a battle or when you enter a new area. And when this counter reaches 2, 3, or 4, you get a bonus on the encounter rate. And we will use these mechanics more than once throughout the run. But for now, it's not relevant. That's a cool mechanics because, like, the only time you're doing opposite directions into the grassy area is when you are looking for encounters. So the game gives you what you want. So this is the first fight. It's possible to lose this fight. It's not a disaster. But if we get crit, we can actually lose. Or if we miss tackle, which has 95 accuracy. Okay. That's actually so good because I can skip the heal now. I didn't take any damage. And also I use the levels like now to get a snapshot of the stats, even better random. That's a pretty good scene, I would say. Okay, now after this cutscene, I would normally heal at the machine, but of course I don't need to. That's slightly faster than using a potion, and also we don't want to waste potions. Okay, now on to the catching tutorial here. And this is the reason why we choose the girl of the boy, because now, instead of starting the battle, if you are the boy and the counterpart is the girl, there's an extra animation which takes like 8 or 9 seconds more. It's also possible to lose time, like it just happened during this catching tutorial, because Mary's ability is random, and if it is huge power, it deals double the damage to Ratata. And in Gen 4, HP bars are very slow to drain. Okay, we get the Pokeballs, and now we want to catch something before we leave Route 29. We want a Sentret in particular, not a PG. Sentret is used as HM's friend. Like, see, now I'm running through the grass because I want encounters. Here we go. We need Sentret because we need a Pokemon for Surf. Wow. That's pretty unlucky. Okay. We've got Sentret. We can go. Oh, I ran 2 more tiles. Okay. First trainer. We have very good attack. Okay, we would have died to quick attack crit here. But he can also use other moves, so. Also in a PB attempt, I wouldn't heal. Oops, I'm walking. But just for safety. The crit probability is 1 in 16 in Generation 4. Okay, so now in Violet City, first of all I set the flag to the center here. That's only in case we die in a Sprout Tower or in the first gym, so we don't have to go through the grass again. Because we would warp back to Violet instead. Okay, so now the Sprout Tower is fairly straightforward. It's just tackle spam until we get Ember, and then it's Ember spam. Wow, we 2-hit this Bellsprout. We have insane attack. And the Sprout Tower was not mandatory in the originals, Gold and Silver. This is one of the reasons why Totodile is preferred in Gold and Silver and it is not in Hard Gold and SoulSilver, because Totodile with Rage can beat Faulkner without grinding, whereas here Sprout Tower is mandatory, so the time advantage to skip it is not there. Cyndaquil is capable of beating Faulkner with the levels given by Sprout Tower, and also does the Sprout Tower faster. So maybe when we beat these Bellsprouts, I can introduce the concept of tweaking, which is the glitch that we will use. So in Gen 4, so tweaking is a glitch common to all Gen 4 games. It's, I guess, mostly well known in Diamond Emperor because of another glitch, the access to Void, but that's a separate story. So the map in Gen 4 games is not loaded all at once by the game, but it is instead divided in chunks of 32 times 32 tiles. And at a given time, only 4 chunks are loaded by the game. And which ones depend on where you are inside your chunk. So for example, if you are in the northeast quadrant of a chunk, then the game will load the chunk where you are, the chunk north, the chunk east, and the chunk northeast of that. So that at any moment no unloaded section of the map is visible. And so these vertical horizontal lines in the middle of the chunks are called load lines, because when you cross them, you go from one quadrant to another. Thus forcing the game to unload and load certain other chunks, new chunks. And the tweaking consists in moving very fast at the intersection of these vertical and horizontal load lines. We have 14 defense, that's very low. So at the center of the chunks. Because if you move like running or with the bike in a very specific, if you do a very specific movement at the intersection of load lines, you force the game to load the chunks faster than it can do. So you cause errors in the graphics. So this is the first not so free fight of the Sprout Tower. Because it takes 4 hits to beat Hutut. Yeah, I don't think Blade's Ember kills from there. I could have, of course, I could have risked it. Okay, I would have died to a crit, but we crit anyway, so it's a good decision. No. Escape rope. Okay, now on to the first gym. Now, the first gym leader, Faulkner, is very much not a free fight. Because Pidgeotto knows Roost. And it can use it pretty much every time it is not a full HP and can't kill us. So it's possible to lose here. If we lose, we just go back to the center in Violet and try again. Okay, we switch to center to cancel the sand attack. Okay, I will risk tackle here. Okay, so I want to save Ember PPs. We are faster than Pidgeotto. Pidgeotto has 24 speed, we have 25. And so we have to risk to be killed by crits here. Okay. Yeah, like that. Okay, let's try again. We will two-shot PJ though. No. Okay, the burn is good if it doesn't roost like that. Bad in general because it is basically never at full HP, so you can always roost. So, the opportunities to roost are increased. Okay, so we beat Faulkner, second try. Okay, now we before we leave Violet, we do some shopping, buying healing items and repels. Let me buy only 4 super potions. So I would normally buy 5 super potions, but we lost to Faulkner, so I could have bought anyway 5 super potions now, but later on there is another shopping session where money is more tight, so we'll just pick up a super potion in the overworld. Okay, on the route to next city, Azalea Town, we will find the first 3 spinners, which are trainers which change direction semi-randomly. So we have to be careful not to hit them. And also finally the first tweak, sorry. Because the first half an hour of the run is glitchless, as you have seen. Okay, first spinner. And whoops. Second one. Now the tweak. Whoops. Okay. We did it. And that was the third spinner. So what we did, I messed up a few times, despite it was the easiest tweak in the game. We unloaded the NPCs that are supposed to speak here, so we can enter the Slowpoke Well without being blocked by the rocket grunt. And if you notice that the Z-axis doesn't change because of the corruption in the loading of that chunk. Okay. Now, blades. Can't remember if I introduced blades or not. Blaze is Quilava's ability, and also Cyndaquil's. Powers up by 50%. Fire type moves when you are at 1/3 or below maximum HP. So Blaze really helps throughout the Slowpoke well, because it makes the difference between one-shotting and two-shotting all these Pokemon. It's slightly riskier, so I'm not trying to get Blaze now. That's just fine to shot. Okay, nice. So we pick up the Super Potion here. Okay, nice. So this is the first bit more risky fight. Riskier. In this Slowpoke well. Okay, good. That should be fine. Whoa, we have really high attack. So now we beat Coughing. And after that, we have the choice between fighting Rival 2 or Bugsy first. And the optimal choice actually depends on Quilava's stats. If you have good defense and special attack, it's better to fight Bugsy first. If you have good attack and special defense, like we do, it's better to fight Rival 2 earlier. So we heal with TPC. Mostly to get back the Ember PPs. Okay, rival fight. So there's Ghastly. So rival fight is one of the reasons, one of the big reasons why Totodile is a poor choice in the remakes. Okay, Nimbuk is good because while Quilava has a good time beating Croconaw, we also get level. Nice. Croconaw has trouble beating Bayleaf because in this game you don't get Fury Cutter from Bugsy. Okay, now we switch because it will use Water Gun. And so Croconaw needs Ice Fang to beat Bayleaf. But it only gets Ice Fang at a higher level. We actually 3-hit Croconaw. That's insane. That's surely because of the level 17 as well, which he only got because we died to Faulkner once. Probably Quick Attack does more damage. Yeah. Nice. Very nice battle. We also killed intentionally Centred, not only because of Water Gun, because we're gonna use Water Gun because it lowered our speed to -6. So we just reset the counter and it spawns Scary Face again. But there's a double battle in the gym that is only triggered if you have at least 2 Pokemon. And now we don't. 2 Pokemon alive, of course. Okay, and now Bugsy. So, doing Rubber too early is helpful because we got some more levels before Cider, which help both defensively and offensively. Oops. In particular, we are level 18 now, and there's that damage boost when your level reaches a number that ends on with 0 or 3 mod 5. Oh, that's actually a perfect Cider. Such a good fight. Now, teaching Flame Wheel is not mandatory. Like, if you have very bad attack, you can just skip it and save a little bit of time. But we have insanely high attack, so... Also, Quilava's job is mostly done, because we are about to switch main to Kenya, which is a gifted Spearow. However, there's still a double battle where both Kenya and Quilava are used together. Okay. Now there is this small puzzle in IX Force. Whoa! I moved 2 more tiles again, accidentally. Okay, now in Golden City, which is the next city, we will finally get the bike, which is useful not only to go fast, but because it allows us to tweak. So what we'll do after arriving in Golden City will be getting the bike immediately, then getting Kenya, and then normally glitchless you would have to go through a cutscene in the radio tower where you get the radio card and then you are allowed to enter the gym. However, we tweak past that. We will use actually not 1 but 2 tweaks, 2 cascade tweaks. Basically, we will corrupt 1 chunk, go into this corrupted chunk, tweak again, and enter the gym. And this time the corruption of the map will be more apparent than it was after the exit of Union Cave. Okay, so the first bike tweaks approach I want to say that now tweaks are not easy, or at least some of them are easy, but you need to be concentrated, and it's actually very possible to mess them up. But it's usually not a problem. You just try the movement again until you get it. Okay, here's the back shot. Now we get Kenya. And we tweak. Nope. Nope. Okay, one. Nope. Okay, finally. Second one is actually much easier, in my opinion, than the first one. But I messed it up twice. Anyway, okay, we are good. We enter the gym. We now use Kenya, as I said. So the reason why we use Kenya instead of Quilava, there are multiple reasons. One of them is that Kenya has fixed stats, and in Manipless, having fixed stats is very desirable because it makes fights much more predictable. Then Kenya is female, which avoids attract from Miltank. Witness Miltank. Okay. These Jigglypuffs were 7 in 8 range. And also, Kenya is considered by the game as a traded Pokemon for some reason, so it gets the experience boost. Then it is given at level 20, and at level 21, Spearow evolves. Right after this fight. Now we teach Mirror Move, not only because Mirror Move is actually useful, but also because Fearow would try to learn Mirror Move again, so it's just faster to teach it. And then one other very, very big reason why Kenya is good is that the fourth gym, so the one after this one, is Ghost type. And Kenya is, of course, normal flying, so has a very good time. Okay, now Whitney. Whitney is fairly easy with Kenya if we don't get crit. Oh my god. It used fair. Okay. Okay, now we... What should I do? I should heal. I should heal, yeah. Now, the reason why I heal is that after one hit we are in rollout range, and we only want Milton to use Stomp, so okay. Oh, we died, okay. Ah, that's really unlucky. But I mean, it's Pokemon. What can I do? What can I do? I should probably just heal. Just go to the center. Okay, so normally after getting this squid bottle, I would just go north, but we need Quilava. Okay, now it's time for another tweak. This is another tweak that saves a small amount of time, just a couple trainers. Perfect. You go through the route with ease, without trainers. Okay. I should have probably healed Kenya, because I really don't want to die again. I already used my revive, so I will heal Kenya. Oh, come on. Okay. Wow, that was a low roll. Stop! Jesus! Ah! That's a better roll. Should I use Ember or Flame Wheel here? Or should I Leer? Should Leer. Yep. Okay, we are alive. So we YOLO this grass because Kenya's ability reduces the encounter rate of lower level Pokemon by 50%. So it's statistically better to YOLO the grass rather than using a repel. Okay, we fight this coughing, which is needed to get Surf, and we need Surf. We are also pretty low on aerial ace PP. Good thing I picked up either. We get the HM for Surf here. And now we buy one Netball for the level 50 Magikarp that we will catch later. Nope, no potions. Super potion, a couple of revives, one escape rope. I think I can afford a third awakening here. Yes, I can. Now does the third driver fight, where Kenya and Quilava, I was already are used together. Ah no, I also should heal Quilava. So this fight is really easy if you have both Kenya and Quilava, because Ghastly is taken out in one hit. Then there's Magnemite, which Kenya can't really touch, but Quilava beats easily. Good. Nice. See, now we just spam Leer, so that when Kenya returns, You can just kill. Yeah, I can just do this. I probably lose some experience here, but it shouldn't matter. Now, this Zubat is usually like in the glitchless category, is guaranteed because we are level 25, so we get damage boost. But now we are only level 24, so it's range to kill. Okay, now at this point, with manipulation, we would catch Raikou. Oops. Actually, with manipulation, we wouldn't have used Kenya, or at least the current route doesn't use Kenya, although it's probably worth it, even with manipulation. But we don't have a Master Ball, so no Raikou. Oops. Okay. And we go straight to the gym. And this gym is really, really easy for Kenya. So okay, maybe while Kenya destroys these ghosts, I can anticipate our next main switch. So I said we will catch a level 50 Magikarp. How on the earth we will do that? So there's a pond before in the route before Lake of Rage, where you can only find Magikarp surfing, but 99% of the times the levels of these Magikarps are between 5 and 25. And 1% of the times it's level 50. But obviously we don't want to grind for hundreds of encounters. So what will we do is the so-called repel trick. So repels only work with Pokemon which are lower level with respect to the first Pokemon of your party. So given that Kenya is already above level 25, when we use a repel, we can only get the level 50 encounter because all the others are skipped. Also, this means that how do repels work? They do not convert an encounter to a high level. They just skip 99% of the encounters this time. So all the ones which are not higher level than you. And so we will go surfing in this pond. We will do the so-called turn frames. So we will turn around without moving, not to waste repels. Let me do some movement here. Okay. And hopefully, in a reasonable time, we will get level 50 Magikarp encounter. Okay, now Morty. Morty is the fourth gym and the last mandatory gym if you use glitches. However, we will still fight one more gym intentionally in Jotun. You will see why later. Should probably just use their lace. Oh, we are not level 28. Okay, that's a concern. Please don't use curse. I didn't think that the experience lost to Crocodile didn't make us level 28. And that's still a very good Morty. Or very good Gengar, at least. Now, hopefully, he uses Curse now. Oh, we crit anyway. That's actually faster. And now Kenya's job is done. Ah, that's very good. Okay, now on to the carp hunt. So every turn frame that we will do into this pond in a minute has, after maxing out the opposite direction counter, a 10% chance of giving an encounter, 1% of which is a level 50 Magikarp. So every turn frame will have a 1 in 1,000 probability to give us the, oh my god, okay, to give us the level 50 Magikarp. Surf. The average time to get it is 100 seconds. The median time is 69. Also, I'm not using Nintendo DS. A Nintendo 3DS would be much more comfortable for doing the turn frames. Anyway, let's do this. The carp hunt. Okay. That was quite slow, but whatever. And it's a girl as well. Nice. Okay. It's a real physics exercise, physical exercise to do these turn frames, especially on Nintendo DS. Now, oh my god, I didn't react fast enough. That's a shame. So, we are going up here only to pick up a candy. This is a marathon strat because Magikarp is already level 50, so it's very high level. But we need to fight blue and red at the end, which are much higher level than red. Red is much higher level than us. So Magikarp still needs quite a bit of levels, and in this run I am going to give to Magikarp 5 more rare candies than I would otherwise. Three more rare candies. Whoops, into the grass. Okay, Super Repel. Ooh, that's super slow. Oh my god. That's minus speed, surely. Second rare candy. Now, we fight this trainer. It may seem strange, but we need the space to do a tweak later on. So we have to fight this trainer at a certain point. We might just do that now. Okay. Okay, now we could, in principle, do the big skip, the tweak that skips the rest of the Johto section of the game, but we are not quite ready to go to the Elite Four and Blue and Red. So what we do instead is we go to Chuck, the 5th gym leader. Did I have the repel? Do I have the repel on? No, I don't. Okay. And we beat Chuck for the only purpose of getting Fly. If you look at the Maniped runs, they don't get Fly. They did get Fly until a certain time ago. But we just get it. In Manipless the difference is less clear, and also getting Fly is safer. Also we are getting here some valuable items, because money in this run is very tight. Okay. Because given that we don't beat most of the Johto trainers and gyms, but we still have to do the most difficult battles. We have to afford in some way many X items and healing items. So most of the money is actually it's actually given by nuggets and other valuable items that we pick up on the way. Okay, now on to Chuck. No, Gyarados is very good because it's a strong Pokemon and it is a very high level. Like previous Manipless routes used Mewtwo to beat Red, which is Mewtwo is level 70, so we already have most of the levels. But the strong downside is the not the move pool, but the moves it knows. So it knows when you catch it, just Splash, Tackle, and Flail. The only useful moves among those is Flail. So pretty much every decent attacking move needs to be taught to Gyarados. No, don't get paralyzed. Okay, Chuck is down, very easy with Gyarados. And now, the cool part of the run really starts. So, we get Fly right at the exit of the gym, right here. And the first thing we do is to go grabbing one useful move for Gyarados, which is Waterfall. A few full heal. So the useful move, as I said, is Waterfall. Waterfall is located in Ice Path, which is only accessible later in the game, but we have Tweaking. And so we can tweak past the NPC that would block us from going there. So this is actually a super delicate tweak because it happens one tile away from a spinner's vision. Oops! Oof. Nope. Okay. Here it is. Now we refresh the graphics and we bike on the head of the NPC that would block us otherwise. And we go into the Ice Path. So Waterfall is also, like, when I teach Waterfall, I also get a nice opportunity to have a look at all of Gyarados stats. They are all important except special attack. Okay, so let me see. Okay. Certain attack. Okay. That's good, I would say. That's slow. That's the only annoying thing, but okay, now the second thing we do is to grab another rare candy here and a nugget. This is the rare candy. Then something we only do I would only do in a race or a marathon is to get this other rare candy in violet. Probably was a light mistake to go to Golden Road first because Repel is wearing off. Weird, yeah. Should go to Violet first. Okay. And then the last thing we do in Johto is shopping. Oops. We need a bunch of X-Items. We teach the TMs as well, but not Attract, because we will use Attract. I guess we need a lot of X speeds. Oh, 7. No. No. 5. Let's say 28. And I would say 5. I adjust a little bit the quantities depending on Gyarados stats. Now we need 5 super repels, 4 maxis. How many? Yeah. Can I buy one more repel? Yeah, I can. I will. Okay, and now we can escape Johto. With the major skip. So this is actually a very risky tweak if I mess it up. Because I can get stuck into trees without the possibility to... I would soft lock, pretty much, so I save. I wouldn't save in a PB attempt. And I need to be a bit concentrated to do this. One. And 2. Perfect. And so we just skip the Tojo Falls, for which you need Waterfall. We have Waterfall. We don't have the badge that allows us to use Waterfall outside of the battle. It's a spinner. Another spinner, and we can go. Oh, I didn't want to go in front of this guy. I wanted to talk to it. Okay. Now we are in Kanto, heading towards the Victory Road and Elite Four. We skipped 3 badges, the entire rocket section of the game, the legendary cutscene. That's about 1 hour in total. Oh, I also didn't want to go in front of the trainer here, but that's a difficult movement. That's a difficult movement to go up and then immediately right on that one tile. Okay, now we used our first X item. Trainers are hard here. Oh, okay. This Fluffy has static, so hopefully we don't get it. Great. And now we go into the Victory Road. Now there's this guy that checks that we have all Johto badges. Please go through. He's not very good at this job. Whoa. Now we go into this upper hall, doing a slight detour to get a couple of available items. HP up and PP up. Oh my god. Please. Now, rare candy, and finally, the third attacking move for Gyarados, Earthquake. This is different from what you do in Glitchless, where you keep Surf. But Earthquake is a very useful move in this category. It's actually necessary. Okay, now the rival fight before the Elite Four. So we are very slow. We have a very slow Gyarados. So I am going to X speed. And hopefully Sneasel doesn't use Icy Wind. I think it only uses Icy Wind if you are faster or is a time. So as you can see, Gyarados has a pretty good time being the rival. The only concerns are the speed. How we got through that. Then Golbat is at range here. Or maybe it's only a range at level 52. Maybe level 53 it isn't. And then Feraligatr is a range to 2 hit. So Flail, baby. It was actually a good crit. Okay, now only 6 fights remain. But still like 1 hour or more. We heal. Okay. Now we use all candies to level 58. Now in a PB attempt I would only reach level 56. But for safety and consistency, level 58 is better. I have to use an X speed against Will as well. We are very slow. So X speed. Now we go to +3. Yeah, for here. Now, Earthquake is also useful for Slowbro here, because it allows us to save 1 X attack. Now, Kogum. This Arius, his lead is a range to kill with our attack. I think I will just try to get it. That's good. Now we go to +2. This is a good spot where we can heal. Oh. Fortress could be a range as well with bad attack, but we should get it. Good. No, the only real concern is that Crobat can double team. Yeah, okay, good. We got through. And I believe Venomoth has 91 speed. We get 92. That's perfect. Okay, 2 down. Now Bruno. Elite 4 for Gyarados is pretty easy. A few of these strats for like when and how to use X items actually vary depending on Gyarados stats. But if you know what to do, it's fairly easy. Like for example, Hitmontop as counter, and for some attacks, if your attack is low enough, you don't kill with +1 Earthquake. So you either go to +2, and that depends on the Machamp range, which we miss. That's a bit unfortunate. That's a crit. Or you use Waterfall simply on Hitmontop. Hitmonlee will be faster than us. Okay. Easy. No. What can I do? It's probably safer to heal now. I will just use super potions. That's because Umbreon, current lead, has double team, and I don't want to give it one more opportunity to double team while I heal if it attacks on the first turns. So Karen is less free than the first 3 gym leaders just because of double team. We need +2. Confuse Ray, okay. Yeah, see? Now please hit. No! Hit! Yeah, if this happens... Oh my god, okay. Okay. I couldn't have used all my waterfall PPs because I need 2 waterfalls for Gengar and Aerodactyl. So in case I kept missing, I would have needed some more X attacks and then Earthquake or Strength. So what we have... So we have 164 attack, 94 speed. That means we need +2 to beat Aerodactyl. Jesus. Good thing I bought more X speed. Okay, now Lance, the champion. We use a cool strat in this fight, which is similar to what you do in Glitchless. You X attack while you get it into flail, and then you sweep. No. 1. 2. 3. 4. And I guess we need 5. And now we can just sweep. We are at +4 attack because there's Intimidate. Flail 100 power. Flail is a really cool move, and if you know something about the Glitchless Manipless category, it's crucial throughout Kanto, and in particular against Red. However, Flail is not the best move in this category against Red if Gyarados is female. Because after this fight, I will replace Flail with Attract. Okay, now Jot is done. Only 2 fights remain, blue and red, but we are still at least half an hour far from the end of the run. That's both because there's a bit of gameplay between and before these 2 fights, but also because those 2 fights are actually long and difficult. $155 in game time, that's not great. It's probably because of the wipe against Faulkner and the carp hunt, which was pretty slow. Then yeah, one spinner also, but that was pretty quick. I have gone as down as 146 in game time after the Hall of Fame, but with the PB attempt route, which is faster and quite a bit riskier. Okay. Now, we access Kanto in the same way we do glitchless. So we just take the boat. There's not much to say about this part before we get to Kanto. So what you would do glitchless in Kanto is you fight all 8 gyms and you get access to a section of Kanto only after you fix a problem, a puzzle with a power plant. Now we skip both the first 7 gyms and the power plant quest. We go pretty much directly to blue, or almost so. We do a little detour, as we will see now. So now in Kanto, we go to Route 8, and there's a tweak there which allows to skip some grass and trainer battle. And that tweak is an absolute nightmare for me. It's very possible that I will mess it up and it ends up not being worth it, because the trainer battle is less than 1 minute, and the grass as well is not much. So I will show it. I will show how it works, but it's entirely possible I will need a few tries to get it right. Okay, it's right here. Let's see if I can do this. Almost. No. No. Whew. It's a nightmare. Okay, I did it. Here we go. And so we get past this trainer, right, left of me. Now in Lavender Town, we go into the market first to buy some dusk balls. And before going to Bloom, we go into the rock tunnel. Okay, I'm waiting. Use some opposite directions again to get an encounter fast, because we need a Pokemon for rock climb, the last HM. Matchup is good. Okay. Oof, I didn't want to jump. Okay, now we do the skip, the power plant skip. So here, in this route, there will be a Snorlax blocking the way for Diglett's cave. But we tweak like that. We unload all trainers on that route and Snorlax as well, so we go right into the Diglett cave here. So we can reach the other part of Kanto quicker, and in particular Viridian City, where's the last gym. Good movement. And now there's the last tweak, because Viridian's gym is locked until you get all other 7 badges. No. But if we go underground with that tweak and save here, we can enter the gym. So you see there's an old man blocking the entrance. Basically, we go below that old man. Oops. Hello? Okay. Why did it take so long? So if we enter the gym without saving and resetting, the game would have frozen. Or would have freeze. How do you say it in English? So with our save and quit, we can just enter the gym without problems. So blue. Oh my god, I didn't teach attract. Okay, that's not a huge problem for blue. I forgot. That's not a big deal. Hope we don't get crit. So blue is a difficult battle only because Executor has so many chances to land a critical hit. And if he does, we probably don't have enough X items spare. Is that 4 X attack? Yeah. So we have to just soft reset and enter the gym again and try the fight again. Trick room 1, so that's trick room 2. That's +6, I believe. We'll check. Yeah, that's +6. Trick room 3. Trick room 4. And now we sweep. Very good. That was a good blue. I mean, blue is either good or dead if you get crit. PG at second last? That's the first time I've seen that. It's usually the last one he sends out. Okay, and blue is down. Only one fight to go. The most difficult and beautiful fight of this run. Okay. No, basically the game believes that you have beaten all of the Kanto gyms. So Professor Oak calls and says, "Oh, congratulations! Come here to get rock climb." And we can go. Okay, now Red is a super difficult fight, so we will save before. Um, we will also now grab the last of the 3 extra candies that I get for safety. Oh, come on. Here. Come on. Okay, now we super well. Candy 176.99. Then attract finally. Rock climb. So the reason why we use attract is that the setup on red is pretty long, and so it gets a lot of chance to crit us. So attract just cuts it out almost by more than 50, like it has less than 50%, 50% or less chances to crit us with attract. So you all know that red leads with Pikachu. Gyarados is lower than Pikachu and gets one shot, one gets killed in one hit. So how on earth are we beating Pikachu? The reason is we catch another Pokemon here in Mount Silver, and that Pokemon is Quagsire. Hello, Quagsire. It's 50% catch rate at full health, and given that we need Quagsire to be at full health, it's just easier to and faster on average to YOLO Dust Balls. Okay, we are ready. So how does Quagsire beat Pikachu? Now Pikachu has Volt Tackle, Thunderbolt, Iron Tail, and Quick Attack. Now of course it won't use Volt Tackle and Thunderbolt against Quagsire because of how the AI works in this game. And the other moves don't kill. So Quagsire has both Earthquake and Yawn. So the strat that we will use is to Yawn Pikachu as it Iron Tails Quagsire. So that we can switch to Gyarados and get a free turn to Earthquake Pikachu and one-shot it. Also, as I said, I will save. Be a friend, Red. Yawn. Now we get Quick Attack on this turn. Then Pikachu falls asleep and we have the time to kill it. Now Pikachu is gone, but there are other 5 level 84 or so Pokemon that we have to kill. Now, who comes out after Pikachu actually depends, is a very complex function of Gyarados' defensive stats. Now, this Gyarados gets Snorlax, which is probably the ideal scenario in these cases. We switch out to Intimidate. Attract. Now you see why Attract is so powerful in this fight. No, let's stop doing that. Two. 3. 4. That's incredibly good. Wow. Speed. Two speed. Okay, I will use one other X-Defend to get back the drop. And now things start falling. Wow, that was an awesome setup. Awesome. That's a crit. Now we can only die if Venusaur crits Sludge Bomb. Please don't do that. We win. That was an incredibly good red fight. Incredibly fast. Whew. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Pokémon SoulSilver Any Manipless. And time is in 3, 2, 1, now. Whoa. That was a good demonstration run. I died, of course, to Faulkner. And in a PB attempt, I would have reset. And Magikarp was low as well. But overall, I think it's a very good demonstration run. Tweaks were pretty good. Ooh.